Well, our first encounter with each other was summer stage in 2005 here at People's Light. And after that, he called me one night and asked me if I'd audition for The Giver, which was also here. And then I auditioned, and then I got offered the part, and I was very thrilled. And then we worked on that. And then after that, we worked on Treasure Island. And now we're working on GOSSAMER together.
So we've been in lots of different kinds of situations. What I remember from Maggie when we did summer stage, and summer stage is 80 kids, and so not everybody has a big thing, but Maggie had something at the end where she played this wicked air guitar on a mop. And you know, you were probably 9, and it was sort of the last scene of the play, and it was on the main stage, and here was this kid who was like rocking out and grabbing the audience, and I thought, when it came around to cast for The Giver, it was like, remember her? Call Maggie in, see what she's doing.
I was in 5th grade when we did The Giver, and my class was reading it at the time also, so it was really cool. I'd go into school, and I had read the book before the show too, so I knew so much about it. And then I read Gossamer before this, and I read Number of the Stars in like 6th grade or something like that, which is a great book too.
Another thing in addition to her books that's fun to read is I've read a bunch of the speeches and talks that Lois has given around the country, and she's much sought after in talking to universities, conferences, and there's where she puts together a lot of her life experiences and kind of frames what she's written, which is fun because you really see where these books come from and how her personal memories tie very much in, and memory and family are so important in the things Lois writes, and both of the things we've done really keyed on memory and family. Both of those, both The Giver and Gossamer really tie to that, so reading the speeches is another fun lens into it.
I think that because this is the first time that my character has started at a point and ended at such a different point. She has such an evolution of her character, just evolves the entire show. Each scene, something new happens and something new comes of her.
Yeah, I think you're hitting on something that we started probably by about the 3rd week of rehearsal. We started to really key in on that this is an interesting kind of hero's journey. And in kind of the great mythic hero's journeys, the hero starts someplace, and the hero is called into an adventure and kind of leaves the home, goes out, faces challenges, adversities, synesthetes, in this case, and then returns home changed with something new in the community.
Right, absolutely.
And I don't know that going into rehearsal, I think I knew that underneath, but it really emerged, and that became a way that we used to talk about moments that were happening.
Well, in the story, there's all of this, for lack of a better phrase, forbidden love, because Littlest, my character, falls in love with this boy, or becomes attached to this boy, and Thin Elderly feels affection for Littlest One, and she feels it back, and they're really not allowed to feel that.
You know, Lois's books, The Giver did this, deal with boundaries that are set up, and then sometimes boundaries that get broken. And sometimes when they're broken, that changes things. In The Giver, the sense is because Jonas gets out, that it'll all be different back home. And here, this thing about, well, the dream givers don't love the humans because, well, they're really of the humans. They're the imagination of the humans. And so sometimes we go, you know, we joke about it that it's like, well, if that happens, it's like if the human sees you, it's sort of it's a cosmic meltdown then, you know, the whole thing falls apart. But it's interesting, the story is rooted in love, and how love has to find a way through challenges, and how then, in a way, there's this great line where you say, after the big nightmare, we saved them, and Thin Elderly says, well, we helped. And it's, well, we didn't save them, we helped them save themselves.